It's just there were just a couple of things that I, as someone who doesn't read romance, don't enjoy and find incredibly cringy. And it was a really hard balance for us. Oh my gosh, people don't do this. I'm telling you.
And then you've got me on the other side who's like constantly reading like romantic fiction about like things. And I'm like, these are tropes. And then there was one point where back to back, there were two things. Lauren's like, that's not his eye color. And I'm like, it's a book thing.
It's a trope. You have
right
some
above
romance
it,
in your life.
right above it, she's like, I don't know if I like this. And I said, boo, stop taking it. Boo, it's a trope.
I don't even remember what that one was, but I do remember the comment.
That was the
dimple or what?
No, she the frustrated tears were spilling over. And you were like, fine, keep it.
Yep.
Like, okay, thanks.
There's nothing else to say. It's a give and take, right? Hey everybody, and welcome to the Untitled Work In podcast. My name is Lauren.
And I'm Darcy.
And today we are going to tell you about a very exciting thing. Drum roll. I don't know if anyone can hear that. Oh, there you go. Just ASMR on the microphone itself. That's smarter. Anyways, our big exciting news is that we have finished writing the novella.
Yay!
It's about time.
Thank goodness.
I will say, if you think about it from like start to finish, it took us about 2 months to write the novella. And that's with like a major change in the middle. So after the major change in the middle, it took us about 4 weeks.
It was a month and a half.
About 4 weeks. Was it a month and a half?
Yeah, because we started at the beginning of October, and I took those first 2 weeks, and that was when I wrote the first 23,000. Okay. And then the second week at the end of it, we were like, actually. And then technically I had finished the entirety of writing, with your writing as well, the novella by the 31st, which was the original deadline.
Yes, we did finish it by the deadline, but we did not edit by the deadline.
Yeah. So then we took 2 weeks of editing. Mm-hmm. And so this would have been Friday last week. I'm trying to remember when this episode comes out. Friday last week, which is when we finished editing, would have been the 6 week mark.
Yeah. And then we did do like a major rewrite of one of the chapters in that editing period too. But yeah, I would say all told.
Which, by the way, that major rewrite, I know me and you went back and forth on that so much. That is our best written chapter, in my opinion.
You think so? Oh, yeah. Good. Nice.
When I was reading it, I was like, this is like a beautiful mesh of the two of us. Like, the rest of the book meshes us both really well, but like that chapter was like rock solid.
Nice. I gotta go back and read it without the editor brain, because even this last pass through that I did, like my final pass through basically, was like, make sure the quotation marks are accurate, make sure there's no double spaces, make sure that like it was all like the nitty gritty punctuation stuff, which I'm sure I missed something.
So having the different colors, I think, threw you off, because there were certain spots where I could tell that there was something that was a different color or crossed out at one point, because it was a comma now instead of a period, and then the next letter was a capital, and then there were some double spaces still.
Oh no, dang it. I tried to find those. I even looked up like some sort of tool to be able to help me like make sure that my eyes didn't miss stuff, because you always miss stuff. I mean, everyone talks about it when you're like self-publishing and stuff, that like even if you are an editor, if you have an editor, like people miss stuff. But everything was like super AI like focused, and you like uses AI for all of that, which I guess makes sense because it's a system that's built to find all these things. But I was like, I don't know enough about what you're taking from me if I give you this, that I'm just we're gonna go with some errors but keep it as ours. Not gonna feed the machine.
I think I think too, just the fact that for like the last 3 weeks straight we've just been reading it and rereading it, our brain would like fill in some of the spots, so it looked right to us. Yeah,
like how I just tried to introduce the podcast and said half of the name, because in my brain I said the rest of it.
You know, at this point
there was a short circuit between here and here.
At this point I hope people know who we are.
Well, maybe. Who knows? Maybe they're like, I'm only watching Novella podcasts.
That is fair. That is valid.
I don't know. But anyways, it's been a blast. It's been fun. Do you want to take us from the top, though? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was sorry. I was just going to say it's kind of been a little wild with the rewrites and stuff, but I guess we should
take it from the top.
Yeah, we should go in order before I start going into it.
Just jump around and be like, oh, wait, we forgot all about the beginning. That's us.
Rabbit trails. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. I feel like we've gotten a little bit better at rabbit trails, just a little bit.
I do too, yeah. The things that we get caught on usually, work within the overall story anyways now, too, that we tell on here.
Yeah. But what were you going to say?
What I was going to say, because I'm going to latch in now, or lock in.
There you go.
Lauren, what are you currently working on?
Oh my gosh. Nothing. I'm working on nothing. I want to work on nothing. No, it's not true. I don't want to work on nothing. Okay, so we finished the writing. We finished the editing. All the rewriting, everything. All that's left now is to do the formatting, upload it to KDP, wait the 72 hours, and it will be live, and it will be out there, and people can read it, and hopefully say nice things. I mean, you can say mean things if you want, but I don't know who it's helping, because I'm not changing anything.
It's there. It's done. You guys can't make us change it any more than we already have.
Yeah, we're not 6 of crowsing this.
No.
I actually just learned about that, 2 days ago.
Do they rewrite the whole thing or something?
I guess the author went through and changed a bunch of stuff. I don't know why. I don't want to dive into it. I don't know if it's a controversy, but no rabbit trails. No rabbit trails. We're cutting that one off.
We are on a time crunch today.
No, actually, for real, guys.
Seriously.
But, we're that's what I'm working on, I guess, is formatting, and then we're gonna kind of dive into distraction-free December for me here in a bit, and we'll have to kind of reconvene about Unholy Vows, where that's going, what that looks like, all the fun stuff. And then that will be the next focus.
Yeah.
But what are you working on, Darcy?
So currently, I am working on the same thing you are.
Oh, are you?
Working through the formatting process, making sure we both like the way it looks as we go.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you, and this is shameless plug for H.J. Nelson.
Yeah.
But we got too close. There we go.
Yeah, cute.
But I wanted to show you her little page breaky things for formatting.
Oh, fun. Yeah.
Where is it? I know there's one in here. Haha, I passed it. But the formatting and stuff, because we want to make sure that we both really like it. She's got, where is it? A little skeleton.
Oh, yeah, a little skull. Very cute. Very cute. Fall.
Yeah.
Fun. You'll have to do a little review on the skeleton girls.
Yes, I'm gonna post a video about it on our social media after I finish reading it.
Nice.
Because I have time now, finally.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, sorry, rabbit trail. So working on the formatting, working on everything that we've been working on to get it published, so that we can finalize everything and get it done. And then I'm also going into distraction-free December because...
Are you? Nice.
Personally, the amount of crash outs I've had the last 6 weeks.
It's been a lot.
I just need to breathe a bit. And also I got that promotion, so I need to learn that position before we get into the unholy vows of it all.
Yeah, which means the unholy vows will definitely not be early 2026 like we had originally hoped. It will be late 2026 most likely. Mid to late.
Maybe we'll actually hit a Halloween deadline.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, gosh. Yeah, at least that's been a big learning element from the novella for me.
Yeah, I think so, too. Because I think the big issue that we ran into with the novella was, I think we talked about this in the deadline episode. We didn't give ourselves those extra 2 weeks. Because even when we went into the editing and we extended our deadline, we only gave ourselves a week when we needed 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think there's a difference, too, between, getting it done really, really fast and rushed and stressing yourself and, maybe not catching all the things you could catch, and then giving yourself the space to, do it well and do it unstressed.
Yeah. So. And I think with Unholy Vows, because it's going to be 3 times the length probably than this novella. I really want us to be able to have that time where we did like what we did, where if there was a chapter that needs to be rewritten, or that we made it both of our voices, because I think the nostalgia of you really is both of our voices, and you can sort of like see the two different voices throughout, but it blends really nicely because we spent so much time going back and forth. Yeah.
We both rewrote each other's stuff so much.
And sometimes I'd sit there and I'd be like, you hate me.
Yeah, you did said that quite a few times. At first I was like, she's joking, and then I was like, is this the 12th time? Is she actually upset? I was like, oh no, I need to find a different way to say this.
Fully joking. That's part of like my vocab of like, you give me any kind of criticism, you hate me, right?
Well, I was laughing too, and you're like, boo, boo, this is a trope, you have to keep it, boo. I was like, hey, okay. All I could hear in my head was the woman from Princess Bride. Well, this is all right. I gotta keep it, I guess.
That was fully how I was intending it to sound as well.
Good,
I want you to know.
Good.
That's my favorite movie.
Love it. It's a great movie. That's a great movie. It is.
Yeah, I was getting to the point, though, where I was just absolutely delirious with just everything we were doing. Then I was like, I need to make this funny. Because me and Lauren keep going back and forth, and I don't want her to think that I'm pissed that we're going back and forth, so I just need to start being weird.
No, it was funny. It's definitely like late night. You're like, oh boy, yep, it's midnight. It's 1 a.m. It's 11 o'clock. We have work in the morning. Like, we have things to do tomorrow.
And then I got sick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, real hard.
Like, I was in bed for, what was it, 4 days straight?
I think it was 4 days, yeah. Saturday through Tuesday. Yeah. I was surprised you were back to work by Wednesday. I know.
Oh, man. I was on so much cough medicine, too. I was like, Lauren's going to read through some of my suggestions and be like, what are you saying?
I think there was one that I was like, I don't know what this means.
There was like 4 of them where I would like comment, and then like 30 minutes later I'd go back and see the comment and be like, actually, wait, no, you're right. My bad.
Yeah, I think when I saw a couple of those, and I was like, I'm just going to wait. We're going to put this on pause for a second.
Just give her a minute.
I don't want to, like, bulldoze past something that actually could be a thing.
Just give her a second. She'll be fine.
Yeah, no. And I think that's another reason I've been thinking, like, for Unholy Vows, like, do we want to get it done by a timeline, by a deadline, now that we have a better understanding of our process and, like, the time it takes, and be stressed about it just to hit that specific date? Or do we just want to be like, okay, realistically, to not be stressed, to not be overwhelmed? If somebody gets sick, it's not like everything grinds to a halt and we're stressing about things and everything, because, yeah. But I will say, people keep asking me when it's coming out, so I'm like, yay, now I can be like, it's coming.
Me too. I'm like, and I promise I've been saying this, but next week.
Yeah, I know, right? They're like, you said that last week, and the week before that, and the week before that. Like, dang it.
I'm trying.
Honestly, it's very nerve-wracking now.
Oh, I know.
Like,
I mean,
people are gonna read it.
People are gonna read it. It's our debut
novella.
Like, hey, you know, they say the first one's the hardest, though, and we got that out of the way finally.
We did.
And we did it in an insane amount of time, mind you.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
People take, like, especially with their first release, they take forever.
They also really market it. And we haven't done a ton of that.
We're getting better.
We are. It's a progress. It's a work in progress, right?
Everybody is.
Yep. We are living proof of that.
Oh, ain't that the truth?
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah.
But, process-wise, though, like, give you guys a little bit of insight into, like, the actual, like, full process.
Yes.
So, originally, we have this one character in the book, and I'm not going to say names or give spoilers, but we have this one character in the book who is an absolute terrible human being. Like, he was so bad. And it was just the way my mind was taking me when we wrote it. And then when we were like, oh, let's scrap it, and, like, kind of rework this so it fits within the novella formatting, we decided to not make him an awful person and the amount of reworking of scenes that we had to do for this character, because even when making him not an awful person, there was still some of that leftover, like, resentment towards the character.
No, 100%. Matilda was, like, still like, ew, I hate this guy. And we're like, no, he's, like... Anyways, I can't say anything else.
No spoilers.
All right. Dang it, I have to edit myself on this episode.
He's not a bad person. Now he's just a stupid little guy.
I think it's hilarious, honestly.
I do too.
I'm going to be curious to see what everyone else thinks, because I think there's some other things that could be really interesting to follow in his life journey after this novella that we won't probably ever follow, but if you're a fan fiction writer, go for it. Like, but also just like, yeah, I can't say anything without spoiling it.
Yeah. It is actually really cool, though, because the way that we wrote the novella, we left ourselves open for a lot of things to play with in the novel, but then also if we wanted to do any type of side projects, like we left open like so many stories.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. I honestly feel like we're setting up. Oops, we're setting up the world. I can just punch my microphone.
Get out of here.
I feel like we're setting up the world in kind of almost the similar way that A Quiet Place did, where they could like spin off to all these different things, like things that don't even necessarily have nothing to do with each other, but like they don't have that same interwoven element, or they have like a small thread to tie it back, but it's still like you would know that character, or you would have an idea of that stuff. So
I think it's really fun. There's like certain things that we wove in. There's this certain thing that Lauren was like so dead set on, and in the original and the second rewrite,
what was it?
I kept forgetting to. You'll catch what I'm saying in a second.
Okay.
I kept forgetting to write it in, and then at one point I was just like, I'm just gonna throw in this wild offhanded comment about this one character giving the dad a car ride.
Oh yeah, I didn't even mean to. I just kept doing it. I was like, it's a breadcrumb for sure. I'll be curious if people think we did it too much, or if they don't notice it at all.
It was so funny though, because when I was writing it originally, I hadn't had anything, but you kept, every time we talked about it, you'd always bring this one thing up, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna try. And then I did one line, and then Lauren went through on her edits and was like, this line, and then I threw in another line, and she was like, look who's writing about it now.
Man.
It was... Yeah. Listen, you guys, what I want to tell you.
Oh boy.
There will be a point in time where your novel, or your novella, will be every color but the black text you wrote it in.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, real quick, before we dive into that, because I think that just chronologically, so how did this start? Remind us how the novella got started.
Okay, so the novella got started, we did our major pivot on Unholy Vows. With the, you guys can check out that episode, it's a couple back, but we did the major pivot on it because we found out we were falling into a weird hole that we didn't need to be in for it. And then during that episode, actually, if you guys go back and watch it, you will see the idea come into my brain where I'm like, wait, what if we wrote a novella and we did a prequel? And then off camera, off screen, me and Lauren started talking about how we wanted to make people invested in these characters before the novel, because the way the novel starts, you sort of like, I mean, you're thrown into it, basically. It's not a build up to anything. You're thrown right into the middle of their story at this point. So we were like, let's make them invested. And originally I had been like, oh, I got this. I got all these ideas in my brain. I got this. So Lauren's like, okay, do your little pantser thing.
Well, I work on the torch.
Yes. And she got the torch done in like 2 days, so that was great.
I got some really good feedback on it, though. There's still some things to tweak, but we got some really good feedback on it.
You'll have to share that, because I haven't seen the new feedback.
Yeah, we've been focused on something else for the last 2 months.
And then I guess after that, I kind of went into the pantser mode, and I was knocking out like 1 to 2 chapters a day. And then one weekend I think I knocked out like 4.
Yeah.
And then
so crazy.
I kept realizing, like, as I was writing it, me and you would have these conversations, and I'm like, there's so much that we're trying to put into this. This is becoming a novel.
Yeah.
So
I don't think we realized the, like, parameters of a novella. We talked about this in the Deadline episode, but...
Yeah. Because then I spent, like, 5 hours researching novellas and the parameters, and I made Lauren a slideshow.
She did. She did a little presentation of this is why we're making another change. Pivot, not pivot, mini pivot, a novella-size pivot.
Oh, I love that.
Of the entire novella. We did pull some stuff from it, so it wasn't like...
Yeah, we pulled a decent amount from it, I think. Yeah. But, and then I caved.
You caved?
And I said, okay, Lauren... Let's outline it. Let's do your style.
Let's plan this, I guess.
Much easier.
I mean, I think
for a novella at least.
Yeah, I would say for something that has a very specific word count that you're trying to hit, like if you just go in with a story idea and you're like, this could be a short story, this could be a long story, this could be a whatever, and then it ends up being whatever it is as a pantser, that's fine. But if you're like, it has to be this parameter, it is kind of helpful to have a outline.
It's very helpful. And then I guess after the planning happened, I also so I'm a bit of a control freak. I don't know if you guys have been able to figure that out. So I actually gave up some control for the book because at one point I was just like, you know what, like I know this was sort of like I want to write a novella, and I was like all into it, but I realized like at one point I was just like, I can't do all of this, and Lauren has really good ideas, and I know there's parts of this that she's gonna have the voice for that works better. So then I was like, okay, here's your chapters, please take them.
Your chapters. No, really, she gave me a list of these were the chapters I was allowed to touch, and then these are the chapters I could touch if I felt like it, but she would get to it when she got to it.
Yeah,
I didn't even get to all the ones that you said I could do. I think timing wise, I think you still ended up taking them, but we both rewrote everything so much, like vibing off each other, that I just
it just basically became both of our voices, which also, by the way, guys,
that's hard.
If you work with somebody who has a very different writing style
oh
than
my
you,
gosh, yeah, can we talk about that for a second? Like I don't think I realized how different our writing styles were, because I think the people I've edited for in the past have had similar writing styles to me, so it just and also I wasn't doing the like I wasn't writing with them, I was just editing, it was just pure editing. And so it was just like, I was like, oh, huh. How do I do this? I had like this moment of just like doubt as an editor. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can write and edit, because I will edit like I write. I was like, but that's not how Darcy writes. Yeah,
which is I think why we had so much back and forth.
Yeah.
But I think the final product actually came out really good. But it was interesting, right? Because so Lauren has how do I describe our writing styles? So I've been writing in third person for the majority of the way I write. Yeah. So a lot of my writing style is sort of, and we're writing the novella in first person. So a lot of my writing style is that very like adult fantasy writing, where it's third person and you go into all these extra details and you focus on the facial expressions to tell the story. And Lauren has a better understanding of that first person writing style, the fact that people aren't going to be paying attention to these small things that I'm like, they need to know this.
The smiles, all the smiles.
So it was really curious to like adopt that, because like Lauren's a screenwriter, so a lot of her writing is very it dictates the scene to you, which
more
is
condensed.
Which is it's just two different styles, because mine's I'm gonna draw out the scenes and I'm gonna paint these pictures. Lauren's like, okay, this is the scene and do this scene
and this scene
this scene, and which like is you know, the way that a first person's supposed to be.
Well, it is true. Like, it's also like it was hard for us to merge styles because we both write very differently, but also you had to learn or go from third to first, which you don't naturally go to all the time. So not only were you like having to pivot that on, like you were having to pivot that on top of like us having two different writing styles.
Yeah, first person's hard. I don't like it.
Really?
Love reading it. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so first person, I don't like particularly. Actually, okay, I lied. I don't like first person. I don't like reading it. I don't like writing
Really?
it.
Period. Okay.
I like focused third person.
Huh.
So it's still a narrator telling you the story, and it's he's and she's, but it focuses on one character, and you're still seeing the world through their lens.
Yeah.
But you use their name, and it's not eyes, because then I can still describe things.
Yeah. Huh. Oh, that's funny.
So.
Yeah. I don't think I even ever thought about that when we were talking about like you coming on board for Unholy Vows.
Oh no.
It was just like, obviously it's first person. What else would you write in? Because all I read right now is like, all I've read pretty much for a long time is first person.
Yeah. Well, which is funny because the first draft of Unholy Vows, chapter 1, was in third person. It was focused third person. And then the second draft, I moved over to first person.
Maybe that's why I was having a hard time with it. Because I remember I started it trying to just like get us moving, and it just wasn't working.
Very different reading styles.
Yeah,
too.
For sure.
Like the writing styles are different, but the reading style is very different. Because I personally don't like the eyes because I always feel, weirdly enough, I feel disconnected from what's happening.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Interesting.
So, yeah. It's kind of wild.
We'll have to talk about that. We're going into Unholy Vows and figure out how to like navigate
well,
that.
I think I've gotten better at the first person.
No, you just got like 45,000 words of first person knocked out.
Yeah. Technically. It was
43?
67 if you take in the first draft.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably closer, honestly, to like 75 with all the editing we did back and forth. But I think our final word count's like 43.7 thousand.
Something like that, yeah.
43,700. Something.
It might be a little less now because I did a little editing yesterday.
Okay.
But
it's
only like
just
there was
over.
like there was like specific sentences that I think like had words still in it from when we did an edit, so I like took some words out.
Yeah. I was just going to skim it at first for the editing portion just to focus just on the punctuation, and then I started realizing some things were exactly what you said. It was like old stuff that just hadn't either copied over all the way or we'd like copied it over but like accidentally plugged it in like 2 words too soon. Yeah. So then I just started reading and being like, well, we'll just go through and do this edit, and then I think I might have missed the first couple pages or first couple chapters before I was like, well, I guess we're just reading it.
Which was the chapters that I really saw like most of the stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just the first couple. There was a few I was like, we definitely had a cross out here and just didn't fix this.
Yeah. Or the really funny ones of like in chapter 1, I read something about Matilda wipes her hands off on her pants.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wait a second. I swear it was a skirt originally. And I literally had to go all the way back and like line by line just be like, where is it? And then I found it. I was like, no.
And then there was the day of the week. I think like I had like this really rock solid like diss that was like Friday, but then I talked about it being the day before.
Yes, yeah. And then I was like, oh, I'll just change everything to like, oh, it was on Friday still. And then I was like, wait, now this doesn't hit right. And I was like, go back, make it Sunday.
It doesn't hit on anything now.
Oh gosh, gotta rewrite it all again.
Although Sunday does make sense because if she finally said yes at church.
Sure. Yeah.
So kind of worked out. There was a few parts that you.
Oh no, what did I do?
So you went through in lowercase all of the dads, but there was a few parts where the dads were starts of a sentence.
Start of a sentence. Yeah.
So I thought that was funny.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny too because I went through all of the like the text message and the like notes and everything, and I was like, fix this text because I just knew I was going to go through and make everything black and all one text and like font and everything. And then I realized I was like, ooh, wait, does this actually work? Because the reason I was going to do it is because some of our parentheses, when we ported them in from the comments, were like straight up and down parentheses as opposed to like curved parentheses. That. And so I was like, oh, it's just a different font. And then I think my like cursor was hovering over one, or my like little mouse thing was hovering over one, and it was the same font above as what the rest of the text was. And I was like, oh crap, this isn't accurate. So I had to go through, like, change every single like read through for all of the little, like, yeah.
How did you get that stupid little squiggle? So there was that one part where Tilly is written, and there was a quote above the Y.
Yeah.
I couldn't get that to go away. I deleted it. I deleted all of that line and then retyped it, and I couldn't get it to go away. Yeah. I was like, why is there a little line right here? It won't go away.
Oh, originally I think you would put a apostrophe there. And then I, like, changed it from a straight up and down apostrophe to the same as what everything else was, like slightly curved apostrophe.
But the interesting thing is I couldn't, like, delete that. Like, it didn't exist anymore. Yeah.
What?
It was still on the screen, but it wouldn't let me do anything with it. Because I was like, this looks funny with this. I'll get rid of it. And then I went to it, and I was like, where is it?
What?
It was really weird. It's gone now, but it was like the weirdest thing. I was like,
bizarre.
How did this go away?
I don't know.
Also,
okay.
I really like how every time you would go to talk about Miss Turner, you always wrote Miss Booker.
Did I really?
Every time I had to go and change it back to Miss Turner.
Gosh. My brain. I think, yeah, I probably...
Well, to be fair, Booker's kind of a last name.
Booker's a really interesting name, and... Yeah.
I was sitting there and I'm like, a name, I need a name, I need a name. I'm writing a book. Booker!
No way.
That was fully how I came up with
that. My gosh. And then his last name now is Turner, so it's Booker Turner.
Now all he needs is a little sister named Paige.
That was literally what I said.
His mom's name is Paige.
I think his mom is Paige. Yeah, Paige Turner.
We never talk about it in the book, but just so you guys know, his mother's name is Paige Turner.
If anyone wants to do a fanfic origin story of Mrs. Turner and what got her to where she is today, her first name's Paige.
What a woman.
Yeah. I like her, honestly. Like, I know she's, like, not necessarily... She's kind of an antagonist. Not really, like an anti-antagonist.
Well, see, I really like... She's interesting, right? Because she seems like an antagonist. The way when we first introduce her, she seems like she might be an antagonist.
Yeah.
And then what I really enjoyed was during the scene, when she shows up, she does this whole thing that's like still like her being sort of the antagonist, but the response line that she has to everything else happening, she's in a way coming to this other person's rescue.
Right, yeah. That's why I like her, because she's not like someone you're like, you don't know her enough to think she's a bad guy. She's not a black and white bad guy, but she's also like does things that you're like, well, I don't know, Mrs. Turner.
I don't know if I like you.
I don't know about that one. What? But yeah.
Also, I'm fully convinced that the professor fully ships two specific characters, and that's why she made them work together.
I could very much tell that from the original writing of that chapter or those chapters.
I have a friend that's a teacher, and she says she'll sit people next to each other that she thinks would be a cute couple. So I was like,
wild.
I got you.
I could tell that from. I think I picked up on that. I don't know if with the editing now if it'll be as clear, but I think I kind of picked up on that.
I think it's still clear. Okay, if you're a teacher who does that, I think you'll grab it right away.
Okay. Everybody let us know when you read the book. What do you think of the professor? Is she shipping them? Is she doing this on purpose? Is this just happenstance? But
please, if you guys do read the book, please leave us reviews.
Oh yeah.
Amazon's doing this new thing where they're actually deleting reviews if somebody hasn't purchased the novel. So ARC reviews are getting deleted.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. So if you guys do purchase it, if you'll leave us a review, I'd love to see it, because even though I'm supposed to stay away from bad reviews, any review that you leave, I will be reading, because that's who I am as a person. So you'll either get really happy or really sad.
Yeah, exactly. No, honestly, like, I think I'd rather read it. I'd rather read the review period no matter what it
Yeah.
We'll see if we're still saying that by season 2 when we're like, hey, by the way, we read all 20 of the reviews and yikes.
Guess what we're not doing ever again.
Anymore.
I think it'll be good though, because I think getting even like bad reviews, as long as they're like not people just being like hateful for no reason, if you get bad reviews or criticism reviews, I think they help you grow. Yeah. When you're first starting out.
Or also just recognizing like, this is not who my book is for. Like, I think there's been plenty of people who've like, or authors that I've heard of mentioned like, yeah, I've gotten reviews and they're like, I hate this book. It's all about turtles. And they're like, great. We said this book was about turtles. There's a turtle on the cover. I'm like, why did you read this?
Didn't Bree say something about her book with the vampires?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But I mean, that kind of gets you to where we were writing and what's basically what the novella is. And then, I mean, that's, I don't know. Like, do you want to ask a question?
Hello,
just talk about
questions from the audience, please.
Yeah, can we make this live so people can ask questions? I don't know what else to say. It'd be fun.
I think we could do something like that one day. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be super fun.
But, what I was going to say. My pieces of advice to take away. I know, because we kind of like really covered the whole process at this point, talking on the deadline side of things, and then this episode. Yeah. But I think my biggest tips, right? One of the tale as old as time, tip that we always say, getting people to give you feedback. Because as the person who wrote like a lot of it to share with Lauren had a lot of feedback. And it at times I was like, but it was good feedback. It helped flow the story. It helped the process. And don't think I didn't give Lauren the same treatment in her chapters.
Yeah.
So, practical advice. Take the feedback that you get, and if you get upset when you first receive it, step away.
Yeah, that's fine.
Don't respond the first time. Read through everything, all of the comments, all of the feedback through your story, and then step away. Let that stuff ruminate, because it's there in your head now. You read it. Let it ruminate for an hour. Come back, sit down, take a deep breath, and then look at it from a new lens. Yeah. Because that was exceedingly helpful for me, because there was some stuff that I was like, I don't understand why you're not getting this. And then when I got back and I sat down and I read it again with her comment, I was just like, no, I understand why you're not getting this, because I didn't make any sense. So it's like, it can feel, especially if you've never had anything of yours edited before, by an outside source that's like genuinely going in and editing it. It's not just a friend that's reading it and like being like, oh, it was great, but like maybe tweak this. You have somebody that's line by line tearing it apart. If you've never had that before, it can feel sort of like your soul's being ripped to shreds.
It's like writing boot camp.
Yes.
We're tearing you down to build you back up better.
Yes. And obviously Lauren wasn't going for like hurting me in any way, because we're friends and like this was the process.
Correct.
But there was some times where I'm like, I poured my blood, sweat, and tears in this. I stayed up until 3:00 in the morning writing this for 2 weeks straight. This feels like you're tearing me apart. And there was some times when I did that. So my advice is, it will feel like that when you have somebody edit your work that truly cares about editing your work, because that's the difference between having a friend read it who's just like, oh, there's maybe some tweaks, and then having somebody who truly cares about the quality of the work that you're putting out and doesn't just care about you and support you. They care about the fact that your name's going to be on this and it's important to you. Yeah. And always remember that with your editors, because sometimes it might not feel like it, but they have your best interest at heart.
Yeah. It's funny, as you were saying that, it made me think of sometimes like friends or people that we know will talk to us about like or just confide in us about like going to counseling or like things that they're struggling with or whatever. And something I always tell them that I feel like kind of applies to this is that we're pro a healthy version of you. What does that look like? Like how do we walk through that with you, kind of a thing. And so like, at least where I'm coming from, I can't speak for all editors, but also if you're hiring an editor or if you have an editor through like publishing or whatever, like their time, like editing, it takes a lot of time, and especially a full book. So they could spend their time on anything else. So if they're investing their time, even if you're paying them or they're getting a commission or whatever the setup is, like it's still a huge investment on their part to say yes to you and your story. So theoretically, and obviously there's bad actors and everything, but theoretically, like they want you to succeed. They want you to have the best version of your story. Yeah. So.
And yeah, just keep that like in mind, because sometimes I would forget that Lauren also was pouring her blood, sweat, and tears into the book, and I was like, you hate me.
I just am quieter with my crying. My tears are silent as they.
There was some times where we'd be going back and forth on something, and then you'd disappear from the document for like an hour, and I was like, oh, I pissed her off.
No, I think I just got sidelined. I've been sidelined by so many things.
You have so much going on.
Last few weeks. Yeah, I was telling my husband the other day, I'm like, I'm just tired. Like my eyes were literally like have been hurting. They've been like burning for like the last week because it's just been like 8, 10, 12 hours staring at the computer screen with like bathroom breaks, food breaks, that's it. And then it's like
yeah. Just living on that computer.
Yeah, no, for real.
I can't believe how much time I was able to dedicate while I was at, like, doing my job and this at the same time. Mm-hmm. Like, it was wild. Like, the universe was looking out for me because these last 2 weeks when we were in the rucks of editing, work was much slower.
Oh,
and that
good.
was like...
Nice. Yeah.
I was like, thank you.
No, I love that. And I think it helped, too, that we were able to do, like, the comments portion of it. Yeah. So then it was like, that's not like, you don't have to sit down and be focused with like the writing. Like, let me get into the zone. Let me get into the flow. What was happening before this? Where are their emotional, like, where's the emotional status of everybody? Where are they going? How's this moving them towards it? It's like, does this line flow? Yes or no? Are we using this version of smile or that version of snark? Neither.
Why does she constantly have mischief gleaming in her smile?
Oh my god.
What about coy?
Yeah. What's another way to say mischief?
Hey, we've used soft 12 times in the last 4 paragraphs.
Gosh. I started seeing, I don't know how the algorithm could do this, but like all of a sudden the algorithm was like showing me people about editing and like how to take out soft and the word and like if you use these 5 words, these are your filler words and your project sucks. That's not how it was a phrase, but I was like, oh no. And then I would read through it and be like, oh no, we use all of them. A lot. And then I'd go back and be like, Darcy, no more smiling, no more eyes, no more ands, commas everywhere. We can't do it. I was just like, oh no.
I was constantly just typing in synonym for. What's a synonym? Synonym.
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 Oh my gosh.
One of my favorite moments, and I know we're going to do this in a later episode, but one of my favorite moments was the one line that I had about sharp canines, and you're like, this feels like a werewolf book. And I said, no, it's staying in. And then I said, okay, fine, we can take it out. We crossed it out. And then I said, hey, I added this back in. And then like 3 hours later, I was like, LOL, I took it out.
Yeah.
I went back and forth on that like 12 times.
There were like, we'll talk about this and we'll do like a little reel talking about like our top 3 favorite moments in the book and our top 3 like least favorite moments. And there were just a couple of things that I, as someone who doesn't read romance, don't enjoy and find incredibly cringy. And it was a really hard balance for us. Oh my gosh, people don't do this. I'm telling you.
And then you've got me on the other side who's like constantly reading like romantic fiction about like things, and I'm like, these are tropes. And then there was one point where back to back there were 2 things. Lauren's like, that's not his eye color, and I'm like, it's a book thing.
It's a trope. You have
right
some
above
romance in your life.
Right above it, she's like, I don't know if I like this. And I said, boo, stop taking it. Boo, it's a trope.
I don't even remember what that one was, but I do remember the comment.
That was the
dimple or what?
No,
or no.
she the frustrated tears were spilling over.
Oh gosh.
And you were like, fine, keep it.
Yep.
Like, okay,
There's nothing else to say. It's a give and
like,
take, right? It's a give and take.
It is. Because there were some times where, like, there were fully, like, parts where that you edited it, and I was like, no, like, absolutely not. I want this original version.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would, like, go back and forth still. And at one point, I was just like, actually, you know what? Just, okay, you can have this line. And then you would give me another line, like, later on. You'd be like, we'd go back and forth, and you'd be like, okay, no, this is fine. And I'm like, So fully give and take when you're doing a co-editing thing.
Oh my gosh, for real. But
so
it was wild. It was a great experience. We got a lot of backstory, a lot of stuff figured out, so that going into Unholy Vows, I think we're gonna be set up for some really fun moments, some really great payoffs. And we won't do it like Marvel, where you have to read and watch 12 different things to understand the one that's currently in front of you, but it could be a cute little like little novella to go and read, especially since it's a novella, and also it is a true rom-com, so we sprinkle in some zombie stuff, just comments. There's no zombie things happening, but when you read it, because you're gonna read it, right?
Please.
you'll see what we're talking about, but like we're trying to set it up so that you're not absolutely shell-shocked when you go into Unholy Vows, that you're like, oh, there's zombies.
Yeah, we were really set on that. And then it's also really fun too, because if you do end up reading Unholy Vows first before you've found us and the novella, when you go back and read the novella, you'll be like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. They put in the cute little things.
And if you read the novella and then you read Unholy Vows, you may start throwing tomatoes at us and be like, I hate you for what you've done.
Why did you do this to our babies?
Oh my gosh, for real, they're so cute.
Yeah, I love them so much.
Yeah, there's some great moments, but again, we'll talk about that in probably a reel or whatever. Like, we'll do a short little video talking about those moments, because that was fun.
It was, yeah.
It was cute, but I think that's about it as far as the novella goes. We don't really have a ton of insight to offer as far as like the publishing process goes, because that's what we're about to get into. But KDP does take 3 days apparently, so we are trying to prep for that with that in mind.
Good to know. We still gotta lock in the summary and the forewords, and then we're set to go. You guys should hopefully, by the time this episode comes out, it might be coming out around the same time the book is, depending on if we can knock this out.
One more week, Darcy. One more week. Actually, if we can finish this by the time this episode's released, that will give us the week going into Thanksgiving for travel and stuff to be. And then, guys, this is our second to last episode for season 1.
Oh my gosh.
Yay!
That's crazy. We were on episode 12. No, 13.
This will be episode 13, so we'll end 13. On episode 14. I know, it's crazy.
That's crazy. One full season. We've been doing this for 13 weeks.
Yeah. Somehow it feels both longer and shorter.
Yeah.
But it's been fun. I've really enjoyed it. Honestly, I'm like, when we like finish up all of our writing stuff together, like I still want to keep like showing up for the podcast.
Yes, please.
We'd actually have different things to talk about in the work in progress part. We could actually be like, whatever the other one said, I am not working on that. I'm working on something different. Let me give you some different insight.
Not you. Okay, see, I never even thought about us, like, stopping, even when we weren't co-writing anymore, so now I'm just like, was she gonna fire me?
No. I didn't know if you wanted to keep going, but I'm like, I actually enjoyed this part. Like, this is fun. Yeah. Like, even if we get to a point where we're just catching people up on, like, what life is as a writer, where we're at, like, you know, this is what we want to do for our careers. Like, we want to be paid authors. Full-time authors. I don't know if I want to say full-time authors, but full-time storytellers. And writing's a huge component of that. So, and I mean, we always have a great time when we talk. Like, we'll laugh and like have a great time. So. Yes. Yeah. This has honestly been like the one bright spot of just like constant joy. Not that, like, the other stuff has been, like, bad or anything, but, like, this is the one thing where it's, like, especially once we got the, like, Riverside program, shout out to Riverside, I guess, program thing done, where, like, it helps us with the editing portion of things, of, like, getting, like, marketing clips and stuff. Like, that was, like, a huge godsend. Oh, my gosh.
Yes,
Yeah,
so you had to spend so long on all of it.
Yeah, because originally, like, syncing audio and video clips and all that stuff, like, it was so much work that part was not fun, because I don't enjoy the editing part of things. But, like, just getting on and, like, talking,
on this portion.
Yeah, no, this portion is fun. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, when you had to cancel earlier this week because you were sick, I was like, oh, sad. I mean, I'm sorry you're sick, Darcy, but
I was literally sitting there. I was like, I'm going to try to do it tomorrow. And Krista looks at me and she goes, do you hear what you sound like right now?
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And meanwhile, I'm over there like, so I don't know.
Yeah. Darcy's only subtitles. So there's, like, a translator for Darcy for the past episodes.
Oh my gosh.
It's so funny. That
so
really
good.
Annoying AI voice.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh gosh. But yeah, this is fun. I enjoy this part, so we'll definitely keep it going. So, but season 1 ends Thanksgiving Day. Yeah,
so Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, our last episode will be next Thursday, so tune in then and share us with your family and friends. Use it as an opportunity to help them see what your life and your journey is like by sharing our life and journey with them, so they can be like, oh, I get it. I get it. Deadlines, editing, writing, other people who are doing this too. Got it. Okay.
Literally, my mom is just commenting on things. Oh, I get it now. Okay, thanks, Mom.
Right? No, okay, so for real, like, I was working, I think I was at a film internship when La La Land came out. And I don't think I was with my family when they saw it. And I remember having a conversation somehow, either over text or the phone or in person, with my parents, and they were like, I think I get the film thing now after watching La La Land. And I was like, yay! I couldn't buy more tickets to La La Land. Thank you.
Thank goodness.
You helped them understand. My parents have been supportive the whole time, but there's always just, like, a part where it's like, if you're not in it, you're like, why would you choose to work in a career that's super unstable and you're constantly hustling for jobs and you're working, like, 80-hour work weeks outside in the weather? I'm like, these are all very fair questions, and if you were not meant for and made for this storytelling world, it would look a little cuckoo.
It'll get you.
No, for real, man. Yeah, so no, it's been fun. It's been a good ride, but we'll save all the mushy gushy nostalgia stuff for next episode.
Heck yeah, nostalgia.
The nostalgia of the podcast and us.
Yeah, nostalgia of us.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I guess we don't really have any goals to go over because we already told you guys we're not doing diddly squat for like a month. So
our goal is to get it out, format, and release. That's the goal. Yeah.
Perfect.
And I think that's good.
All right. Well, you guys know the drill at this point.
I don't.
We've got our email if you have any questions and you want to talk to us directly, especially after reading our novella. It is untitledworkandpodcast@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. You've got our Instagram handles. You've got Lauren at Misty Morning Stories. You've got me at Darcy_Michaela. And you've got the podcast at Untitled Work and Podcast. Mm-hmm. And, just remember, everybody's a work in progress.
It's a process.
We'll see you next week.
Bye. Last episode coming out soon. Ready?
Sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing.
Oh. Is it my microphone?
I think it's my congestion. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice.
A little bit, but it's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. You sound great, honestly, for flu and bronchitis.
No, thanks. It's been rough.
Yeah, I bet. That sucks. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, guys, and welcome to the Untitled Podcast. I'm your co-host, Lauren.
You said the name wrong.
Untitled Work and Podcast?
You said Untitled Podcast.
Oh, wow. I said the rest of it in my head. Can you tell that we both have a lot on our mind right now? Okay.
So much going on. Okay.
Focus. I gotta focus. Okay. Yeah, so, anyways, going back to the beginning, because we did go on a side tangent. It wasn't quite a rabbit trail, but,
I feel like it still flowed.
yeah, sort of. Yeah. But.
A creek flow?
Like creek. It
creek
was
trail.
It was a little tributary. Now we're gonna literally get back up with the main river.
We are.
Here we
sorry.
are. Shoot, what did we? We talked about you coming up with the idea, us diving into it.
We talked about how we had one rewritten, and then we scrapped it, and we started over to fit the novella process.
Yeah, and that's when you started talking about Booker. Yeah. Okay.